Great, I'm going to begin now. Thank everyone for joining. This is our monthly content marketing webinar here at ideaLaunch. We're happy today to be joined by Carol Lehman, the CEO of PostRank. I'm going to burn through this first section of the content marketing webinar and just acclimate everybody to the science of content marketing and how we approach it and view it here at ideaLaunch. I think you'll find it interesting and a quick spin, and then we're going to dive right into creating a content marketing plan and really fleshing out some of the details which set us up for tracking content marketing ROI. We're going to have a fun twist from Carol on social engagement, and she's going to guide us through some of her technology that helps track the ROI and the impact in measuring social engagement, which will be really exciting. So first, a little bit about the revolution that we're all part of. What is content marketing? It's really the art of listening to your customers' wants and needs, and in doing that in really creative ways, like not just looking at your search box, but looking at what's going on in the social media space, looking at your analytics, what pages people look at, looking at things like certainly popularity. But it really is an art. It's an art to listen to really what the wants and needs are, and especially when we're faced now with so many choices of how to do that. There's also a science to content marketing that I thoroughly believe in, and that's delivering content in a compelling way. We're really seeing a whole new wave of content assets being delivered these days, and there's a high level of expectation that we reach the video marketplace and move well beyond the print collateral and advertising marketplace into more exciting vehicles to express what we're doing and to help people make their life better. It's also constantly testing campaigns and testing with A/B testing and multivariate testing. I like telling people, if you're not testing your landing pages, you're living in the dinosaur age. Your website really can become a market research vehicle for you to accelerate your business at a fast pace, all through the advent of free technology like Google Website Optimizer, and in looking at simple tests, A/B tests, two versions of a single page begin to tell you what resonates best and what performs best with readers and prospect customers. We're also beginning to measure engagement much more intelligently and people's desire for more. We can look at the most popular pages on our website. We can look at the most popular downloads. We can look at what people seem to gravitate towards and create more of it and more creative ideas around the ideas that people seem to want. We also need to catch people that are orbiting at high speeds and with apps and desktop downloads and mobile feeds and all the other vehicles. So it's just really getting interesting out there now. And in content marketing, as Seth Godin says, the only marketing left is content marketing, and we're really beginning to see that now. Content is the centerpiece of it all. What we're also seeing is a great degree of sophistication in using content as a pipeline to both educate and drive sales. The smart companies out there are looking at interaction and engagement of content assets on their website or in promotions they're sending out, and they're scoring their prospect customer database based upon that engagement, which is helping their sales reps reach the right people at the right time that are most interested in what you're offering, which isn't just a spiel on your benefits and features pushed out in the old style way. So scoring content engagement is really becoming the centerpiece of why we're doing all this, to try to learn what's happening out there. So it really begins, at least for us and probably for most all of us on the line here today, with a plan. And the plan needs to scope out what you're going to accomplish. You need to survey the competition. You need to look super closely at your customers' wants and needs and perform some research there. You, of course, need to do extensive keyword research. And finally, you can create an SEO plan, a content plan, and even a performance plan. And I'm going to go over this quickly with you now. So some of my favorite research tools, which really where I begin, is HubSpot. Of course, we're probably all familiar with Website Grader. There's some fabulous tools that I have listed on here, and by the way, this slide deck will be available both on SlideShare and we can get a copy out to everyone as well in PDF form after this presentation. We're also going to be sending you a couple links to some free tools, and even Carol has prepared a free demo for you of her technology platform, so lucky you for listening in addition to, of course, the fabulous free 101 Content Marketing Tips book that you'll offer. But anyway, back to tools. Tools are fantastic. There are so many of them out there. I encourage you to play with them, with all of these and many others, to really dig down under the skin of your competition to see what's working and what isn't working for both you and your competition. I like putting together what I call sort of a scorecard where you go in, or a report card, if you will, where you sort of intelligently rank how your site is both performing and producing content in relation to the competition. And I think it's a healthy exercise. It doesn't take a long time to do this, and it's a great starting point to really see what exactly you need to do to change your plan. We also have interesting reports that we generate here for clients with our proprietary tool set called WordVision that allows us to quickly capture market share. SpyFu has a great plug-in here as well that allows you to see how you're performing organically and on a pay-per-click basis with regards to competitive analysis. So here, for example, what we're doing is we're saying, okay, how does ideaLaunch, our website, compare to marketingprofs.com? We have some top listings that they don't, but they, of course, have top listings that we don't. So we're quickly able to see where we're beating them and where they're beating us with regards to listing positions related to the keywords that we've loaded into our technology here. Finally, we're going to create an SEO plan, and it's going to have a number of different elements to it. Some of the elements are going to be putting together what we call a keyword universe, where we go out and research about 10,000 keywords for every domain name that we're creating content for here at ideaLaunch. And this allows us to have a super broad perspective of multiple ways that we could potentially achieve top listings in the search engines. We want to look well beyond just the small group of keywords, which we call golden keywords, that a client is telling us they want a top listing for. We're saying, wait a second, we're going to create a lot of content. There's a lot of different categories of content we could create and silos of keywords that we could optimize for within those categories. And we want to broaden the sphere to really see where we can have impact and where we can move the needle and deliver some ROI and performance. But it starts right at this SEO planning phase. So what our technology is doing is helping us to track the pay-per-click price and the search volume of every single keyword that we're loading into our technology here. And again, this is data that you can get for free on Google and other places. But the important thing is to think broad when you're developing an SEO plan so your content can really find the best performance track based upon your past success and link popularity and all the other things going on. So the next thing we like doing, and we can do this really quickly and easily, and really so can anybody on the line just using some of these free tools, we have something in WordVision called a trend report, where we can instantly click on this report and see what we call the low-lying fruit, namely listing positions at Google for positions 11 through 50. So, for example, at the time of this report, ideaLaunch was position 33 back in November. I really need to update this slide. I think we're down to 20-something now. So we can look closely at our listing positions and find the keyword phrases that are in this zone, this low-lying fruit zone, where if we create content, a lot of content, sometimes, or a little bit of content around these phrases, or if we build in some internal link strategy, we can have an impact. We can move these keyword listing positions into the top 10, where we all know 80+% of the traffic really comes from.